Alright, this is West International, a very quick one. There are three things an environment can do to an individual. It can create pressure, it can give identity to an individual, and it can challenge that individual to become the best version of himself. The first, it can create pressure on an individual. When an individual steps into a new environment, recall that that individual have a way of life and reasoning in the former environment that he is coming from, and the new environment that he has arrived into has their own mode of life, have their own pattern of life, their way of reasoning that is introduced newly to, and that can create pressure because he's beginning to see that he has fallen short in terms of his way of reasoning, in terms of his way of life. He has fallen short of the requirements of that new environment that he has entered into, so that will create pressure on him to want to feel among and want to feel like he belongs here. So there is pressure on him, there is mounted pressure on him. The second one, it can give an identity to an individual. When he begins to reason that the life that he has been living before cannot be compared to the life that people are living in the new environments, then he will want to switch from the person he used to be to become a person that the environment is requiring of him. Then a new identity has been given unto him because he has succumbed to the demand and dictation of the environment over him. Then lastly, the environment can challenge one to become the best version of himself. I can give an instance on this. Before I came to a new environment, I have my own personal way of thinking, my own way of life and reasoning. It has been helping me and it has worked for me over the time. And when I stepped into this new environment, there was a mood of oppression they were involved in that I was not aware of. I had to use my intelligence and logic to solve a portion of a problem in this new environment, and I discovered that the intelligence and the logic I used were futile in resolving the conflict. When I met with the higher authority in the environment, I was interrogated, and then I found out that what I did, based on the environment and the requirement of the environment and the nature of what I was introduced to, the logic or the intelligence I used, that I've been used to, that I introduced into this new environment was counted as irrelevant, and that puzzled me for some time. I stood and then I was wondering, even after the whole intelligence that I put into action just for me to be able to get this done, look at how irrelevant it has become. Then I now said to myself that I'm going to learn the intelligence of this new environment, and that created the sense of hunger in me that despite I was having a way of life in my previous place and I was cool, the IQ and everything was cool, producing results for me, but when I saw the futility of it in the new environment, I was challenged, and then I said to myself that I will reach out for more. Now what I'm trying to say is that the environment can do three things to a man. It can either put pressure on you, it can either give you an identity that is not yours. If you are not disciplined, if you don't know who you are, you need to know who you are, and then it can challenge you to become the best version of yourself. And ever since that day, I have resolved to myself that I will become smarter, and my intelligence quotient will increase in line with the requirement of this environment that I found myself into. So these are the things that an environment can do to a man. Don't be a victim of, being pressurized or having an identity that is not yours, but rather be challenged for bettering yourself, be challenged for upgrading and updating yourself to the requirement of the environment that you find yourself into. Thank you and God bless you.